Hey guys, today I'm going to be telling you what you need to prepare for this update. So this includes materials and items, and this will only be going over materials that you can currently get in SkyBlock before the Foraging update releases. But this video will still be useful even when Foraging does release and you want to know what normal items you would need to craft items over in Galatea. So we're going to start with an axe. So it isn't needed, but it's highly recommended because of how good it is. You want to go ahead and get yourself a tree capitator. You want to get it like mine, but preferably you should put citrine gemstones on them. Perfect gemstones will be way better and give you more fortune. But as you can see, this axe gives you 35 sweep, which means if you go to like the park, etc., once you break a tree, you break 35 logs with one axe swing. Over in Galatea that is different though because of tree toughness, so you break less depending on how tough the tree is. But this is the best axe you'll have early game. And it's the second best axe overall at time of making this video. So yeah, go ahead, get this, put a recom on it, put the toil reforge, efficiency 5, and you should be good to go. So next up, if you want to go ahead and get some more foraging wisdom, which will help you level up and get more foraging fortune, right now you can head over to the community shop and go into the Abbey Throne super shop and then Abbey cases and go ahead and buy yourself one of the blue cases. So if you go here, you would want blue but green Abbey case, as this gives you plus 1.5 foraging wisdom, which does make your foraging level go up quicker and will be useful to level up a pet that we're going to go over very soon. And another nice quality of life item is the Slash Warp Murkwater travel scroll. So for this you're just going to need to get prepared 16 enchanted ender pearls, so not too hard to get, pretty easy to be honest. One of the next things, this is something that you're going to use to hunt mobs on Galatea and other islands. So if you head over to Albert once you've completed the main quest line, you can speak to him and buy a black hole. So first of all, you need 99,000 coins for this. Fig logs you have to get during this update, but the thing you can prepare for is the medium upgrade, as you need 64 enchanted obsidian for this. So yeah, go ahead and get yourself that, and just obviously make sure you have coins, because that is going to cost you, I think, 1,000,000 coins. Also, another thing in the community shop is going to be one of these stacking enchants, which is called Absorb, and it grants you plus 1 foraging wisdom and plus 2 fortune every level up to 10. So you want to buy that with 4,000 bits. Okay, and next up, to get the Jade Dragon pet, which will be the best foraging pet in the game once this update releases, you are going to want to get yourself 500 million coins in preparation for this and 50 enchanted emerald blocks. The other 3 items are found throughout this update. And also somewhat related to this pet, once it's level 200, there is a perk where you gain, I believe, plus 4 foraging fortune for every max level foraging pet you have. So right now, the 4 current foraging pets are lion, monkey, ocelot, and giraffe. So get those all to level 100 so you can get the most foraging fortune out of this next pet. Next up, we are going to go over talismans. So new talismans that you can get from this update, and we're going to show you what items you need and you can prepare for, because some are pretty lengthy, I'm not going to lie, and they cost a lot of money. Anyway, to start off with, we're going for the respiration talisman. So if I type / recipe respiration, as you can see here, there are 3 different tiers: talisman, ring, and artifact. The talisman is going to cost you 9 puff crux. To get these, you're going to go ahead and go to the rift and kill puff crux in the mountaintop. So you need 9 for the respiration talisman. You need 28 and the talisman to upgrade it to the ring. And then you're going to need 128 plus the respiration ring to upgrade it into the respiration artifact. So that all has to be crafted in the rift, and then the talisman will be rift transferable via the ender chest near the dark auction zone in the wild woods. And then next up, we're going to have the Emperor Talisman line, which the Emperor Talisman is going to cost you 4 Emperor Skulls. The Emperor Ring is going to cost you 4 Emperor Talismans. So that's going to be 16 of the Emperor Skulls in total for the ring. And then the Emperor Artifact is going to cost you 4 rings, which is going to cost you 64 Emperor Skulls total. And on the line of Emperor Skulls, if I look at the Sea Loomies collection, we have Diver's Armor here now. This is no longer crafted with Sea Emperor Skulls. See, if I type / recipe diver, go here, it's costing these things. So I would prepare and get yourself 24 extra Sea Emperor Skulls so you can craft yourself Diver's Armor before they change the recipe and make it a lot harder. So yeah, go ahead and craft that before the update comes out. But that is going to require you to need 108 Emperor Skulls in total to get all 4 things. Next up, we have the Fishbowl Talisman line. So only 1 item is needed for the first upgrade, because all the other things to upgrade that will be from Galatea. Anyway, if I slash recipe small fish bowl, as you can see here, you need 1 enchanted raw fish. So it's a pretty cheap one to get prepared for. And just in case you're wondering, it's unlocked in the Tenderwood collection at 10. Next up, you can get ahead to crafting these sparrow attribute shards, which what they do is the fig collector, the sparrow in the fig log 7 collection, grants you +1 fig fortune for every digit in your fig collection with a 10 million max. And to craft these, you're going to need to stock up on 1 enchanted super egg and 128 enchanted feathers. But mind you, you need 64 of these to max it out at a level 10 attribute. So you're going to have to get 128 times by 64 and then a 64 super enchanted eggs. And that also goes for the same in the mangrove collection 7 for the seagull, which grants you +1 mangrove fortune for every digit in your mangrove log collection, max 10 million, which requires the same amount of things. So you're going to have to get, like I said, 128 times by 128 of these enchanted feathers and 128 super enchanted eggs to max it all out. Or if you can't be bothered for that, just go for 1 of each. So 128 plus 1 super enchanted egg for 1, times that by 2 for the sparrow as well. You can go ahead and get prepared for that. Next up, if I head over to Coral in this lovely house, Coral is going to want fishes, so the fish family items, such as Experiment the Fish, Storm, Goldor and Maxwell the Fish, Diamond, Dust and Sentry. There are 31 fish here for you to get, and they are going to give you rewards, but SkyBlock XP stops at 15, so if you're only going for SkyBlock XP, you don't need to go past that, as some of these fish cost a lot of money. And this is also going to give you Respiration, which is very much needed here to go underwater and hunt down there. So yeah, get yourself some of these, not like the expensive ones unless you have the money for it. There are also a few new ones that you can get from this island. So next up is for recombobulators. So if you want to max out everything in the game of recoms, you're going to want to get 4 for this armor set, which is the upgrade of Diver's armor. So if you already have this in preparation, then you can instantly upgrade to this once you have the materials, but put a recom on that, so that's 4. There's also the best Foraging armor, which is in Figlog 8 collection, so you're going to need another 4 for that. And I don't think I will get recoms for this, but if you want to, you can also buy recoms for this canopy armor, if you don't want to downtime at all, up until you get 100,000 Figlogs, which I would say is pretty easy to get. So it's up to you if you want to waste 40 mil on that or not. So that is going to cost you 12 recombobulators for armor alone. And then we're going to have recoms for an axe. So like I said earlier, if you haven't got a tree cap, you're going to want to recom that. And then also you're going to want to recom the best axe in the game once you get it, which is called the Figstone Splitter, which does require the Figstone Hue. But yeah, you're going to want to recom those once you get it. So that's going to cost you 2 recoms for axes. And then you're going to want to also recombobulate equipment. So you're going to want to get 4 for that, as there are 4 new pairs of equipment for you to go on each single slot. And then if you want to get more recombobulators for talismans, I believe there is currently 7 talismans coming with this update. So yeah, you're going to want to get +7 for that. Next up is gemstone. So you can get perfect if you want to go onto the items. I would recommend perfect as it gives you the most, but if you don't have enough money, then go for any tier below that. Mind you, this does not include how many fine gemstones you need to unlock the gemstone slot. This is just purely how many gemstone slots are on each piece to max out the game. So to start off with, Abyssal Armor. Abyssal Armor can take 1 Citrine Gemstone and 1 Aquamarine. Personally, I would say Aquamarine is not useful unless you want to treasure fish. So if you want to max this, you're going to need 4 Aquamarine and 4 Citrine for this. Next up, we have the Fig Armor set. So the Fig Cap, Fig Mail, Fig Trousers, and Fig Strider. These all take 1 Citrine Gemstone total, so that's 4 for that. And then we have the Figstone Splitter, which is the best axe in the game. It is going to require 2 Citrine Gemstones on to max that out. Also, to unlock the island, you are going to want to get Foraging level 12. Yes, it's not an item, but if you're somehow not Foraging level 12, you would want to get that to access this area and its new content. So I believe that is everything that you need. If I did miss anything, it will be in the comment section down below as a pinned message. Anyway, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon when this update releases.